Motorola's recent smartphone launch in India after the flagship was the Moto G8 Power Lite, and this is quite a good smartphone for the price, as it comes with a price of 9,000 rupees and with the variant having 4GB RAM and 64GB storage. The Moto G8 Power Lite is in a way a power pack device with a unique design, a triple camera combination on the back, an octa-core processor that clocks at 2.3 GHz and also the 5000 mAh battery, all coming at a cost of 8,999, and there are surely some options available in the market for the same price. This one is packed with quite a few things that you need to know about. Hey guys, this is Chetan for Gizmo Times and you're watching everything you need to know about the Moto G8 Power Lite. This is the box package of the smartphone, and it is the standard Moto set which comes with that few specifications mentioned on the back, and you can see that it also mentions about the major feature, that's the massive 5000 mAh battery and also the 16.51cm max vision display, 4GB RAM, 64GB storage. So let's start with the design. If you know me from my previous videos, from my previous reviews as well, I've always said that in the budget range, having a glass back is a disadvantage. Even though the brand might have done a few compromises in the other aspects to give you the glass back for a premium feel, I'd say if you're spending lesser than 10,000 rupees, you shouldn't be really worried about the back of the phone, thinking that okay, this could break. So that's why I would say prefer a phone with a plastic back, which is now a common thing because some of the brands have started adopting plastic bags with a very trendy back finish, and this is the royal blue variant that you see here, and it comes with that gradient finish which you can see from top to bottom, from a darker to lighter shade, and these kind of bags are good enough. They look good, they don't have any damage issues, they don't attract any fingerprints or smudges as well, and there's also the Moto dimple on the back to house the fingerprint sensor. So with the design, I would say these are the bags that you should be looking out for, because in budget range you don't have to really think about having a case or a cover on the back. Why should you even do that when the phone already should be usually thick enough due to the large battery packed in? You shouldn't be making it thicker with the cover there. Still, Motorola has given you the cover, the transparent cover. If you're someone who would always be worried about having some protection, you should be thinking that okay, I should have a cover. So Motorola has offered that in the box itself. Now on the front, since we're talking about the design itself, you can see that there's this notch display with the 6.5-inch size, and this is coming with the 720 into 1600 pixels. That's an HD plus resolution display, which is quite expected, something that you should easily expect in the budget range, and that's what is given here. But while we talk about the display later as a part of the experience, let's talk about the battery itself. It's a 5000 mAh battery. There are some phones that do offer the same in this price range, but having the Android interface, the stock Android interface, you know that these things are really well optimized. Rather than the custom UI, some of them also there are well optimized there, but stock Android usually has the best of the optimizations done with the chipset worked there. And here the Moto G8 Power Lite, I actually used this with my primary SIM for about a week, and I had to charge it about 2 to 3 times. That's it. You can easily get a couple of days of usage, because with these kind of phones what happens is the standby is greatly enhanced, and it doesn't drain a lot of battery when on standby, and also for the regular usage things are pretty much optimized. And again, with the HD plus display, it doesn't drain a lot of battery. So the battery life is in fact pretty much great in this device. Now on the back of the device, what you see here is a triple camera combination, with the primary camera being a 16 megapixel one with the f1.8 aperture, and there's a 2 megapixel depth camera and a 2 megapixel macro camera as well. Some of the phones in this price range are usually stuck with a dual camera combination, and the secondary camera being a depth sensor. There's no macro camera offered usually in this price range except a few exceptions. One of the exceptions is the Moto G8 Power Lite itself, because it comes with that macro camera for the close-up shots. And given how Motorola has been working on the macro cameras and the optimization with the software, the macro shots taken here with the 2MP camera are still coming out pretty well. And not just the macro, with the portraits as well, the depth camera has been doing quite a good job with the sensing of the background or the defocusing of that, and the software also does quite a good job here. Even though it is only a bit modified from the stock Android app, still the camera application has been doing quite a good job with the optimization of the pictures, and the Helio P35's ISP is also working in the optimization of the pictures. Now coming back to the point about the experience which I was earlier talking about, where I had talked about the display, it's 3 major factors that are included here. First one is the display, next one is the interface, and the third one is the chipset. So a combination of all these three is what would lead to the best of the experiences, because the battery anyway is important and that is given well here. The 6.5-inch display is good enough, but the stock Android and the Helio P35's combination has been offering a pretty good performance on this device. So the Helio P35 is an octa-core chipset that comes with a 2.3 GHz of max clock speed and 1.8 GHz for the power efficient ones, and the performance for the day-to-day usage has been quite great, and you can play decent graphics on the games like PUBG Mobile and even Asphalt 9. You can anyway check out the gaming review we have already done. And apart from that, it's the stock Android experience that we have always been talking about on any Motorola smartphone. I personally don't really think about which interface is better than others, because it always is the user's endpoint about their own experience. Some like MIUI, some do like the other interfaces as well, such as the Realme's Realme UI. But stock Android is what gives you the taste of the best of the experiences there, because it doesn't come with any bloatware. First of all, whatever the applications are, they are majorly from Google. There's nothing external here unless you install them. So you don't have that headache of removing any applications which you didn't want. Still, you have the support for FM radio and those kind of applications. And the major point, you have those gestures. For example, if you are new to Moto, you might not know about this, but if you are a past Moto user, you will be already a fan of things like the chop to flashlight, and apart from that, opening the camera application by twisting the phone, and these kind of things, they enhance the experience. They do some things that are actually very helpful, and while doing that, you'll also feel that it's some fun. It's just chopping, and that would turn on the flashlight, and this helps when you are actually in need of a flashlight and you don't have to go inside the interface for these kind of things. So the experience is always kept good because of the stock Android and a bit of a modification from Motorola on this side. And right now the Moto G8 Power Lite is on Android 9 Pie, and Motorola has promised the update to Android 10 pretty soon, so you'll have to expect that very soon. But even on Android 9 Pie, the experience that is offered is the best part about the device here. And as I had said, for Rs 9,000 you're getting 4GB RAM, 64GB storage, which makes you worry free about the application size, about the size of the apps running in the background, or even the apps that you download. So you don't have to worry about all those things. Anyway, you have the SD card slot in case you feel that even this storage is being filled. You can do that expansion with the micro SD card. So this was all about the Moto G8 Power Lite, a complete power pack device for the price of 9,000 rupees. You surely have some options in the market that are competitive enough, but having a complete wholesome experience with things included like the display, a good display, the good interface, the good performance, and a great battery life as well included with the cameras. So this is why the Moto G8 Power Lite should surely be called one of the best options in this price range. I hope you like this video. If you do share and subscribe to Gizmo Times for more. Thanks for watching, and see you next video.